All right, hi everybody, Ryan here for Polar Fox APU. So today we're going to do an unboxing on our heater line. This is the 4 kW unit. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you're looking to purchase one of these, or if you've already bought one, we're just going to show you what's in the box, what it comes with, and the things you need to know about those items. So go ahead and cut her open here. Okay, so got a big bag here. And a nice little wire tie. Don't see that very often. All right, so let's go through everything in the bag here. So you have your intake that has a silencer on it as well. So pretty high quality, plenty of length on that. Okay, this is our panel. So currently the panels are in Celsius. We have the Fahrenheit panels coming in soon, so if you've recently bought a unit and want Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, let us know and we can get that out to you as well. And in the future, there'll be an option for Celsius or Fahrenheit, whether you, if you're a Canadian customer and rather have Celsius, or you just like Celsius better, then we can do that as whatever you want. So there's a good piece of double-sided adhesive here that works great. I've put a couple of these in and haven't had any issues. So that's the panel. Then you've got your manual. You've got all your clamps, high quality clamps here, guys. Here for your exhaust clamp and your intake clamps. You actually have an extra exhaust clamp. You have 2 and 2, so there's extras in here as well. A couple hold downs, I guess, for your exhaust pipe or your intake pipe. The intake pipe, I typically just zip tie those up because it doesn't get hot. So you got 2 of those clamps there for your exhaust pipe to mount that properly, and your all your self-tapping screws and all that good stuff. A couple zip ties in there as well, and again your manual. So right now the kits have came with this pipe stand for your fuel tank. For trucking, this is not optimal. So if you've bought a unit recently and you don't like this one or can't make it work, we have the standard, typical pipe stands here that you can drill holes, put 6 screws in. Screws are included, and then we have a nice rubber gasket as well. So all the kits in the future are going to have both of these, depending on what application. You can use whichever one you want. The other cool thing about this one is that it has a little screen or filter at the bottom of it, so you don't need to use an inline filter up that in cold weather, they can gel up. So this one's down in the tank and you don't have to worry about that. So this kit does come with a fuel filter as well if you're using this one. But I would not recommend on trucking with this pipe stand here, I would not use the external filter again because the possibility of gelling in that filter. So again, if you bought a unit and it came with this one, you prefer this one, reach out to us via email or phone and we'll get one of these out to you free of charge. And then you have one of your louver ducts here. So, and this is pretty standard, I believe 4-inch. And here's your harness. So this is already pre-wrapped in wire split room here. So real nice high quality. I know some of the other ones out there, they're just like this material. I'm not real comfortable with this running that outside the truck with no protection. This is real good split room, real quite robust. And then you have a lead that hooks into the harness for your power connection that already has an inline fuse. Again, real high, nice quality there. So if you've already got a fusible link or whatever, you're hooking to another power source, you don't have to use this. You can just cut it and wire it if you already have a fusible link. And then we have the little filter or screen for the intake as well. So that goes with this. Okay, and here's all your fuel components. You got your pump there, pretty comparable to the other stuff on the market. Good weight. This does have a filter built into it. And then you have, your typical clamps, the decent high quality ones, rubber hose. You have your mount for your fuel pump, and again, a fuel filter. And again, I wouldn't recommend that in trucking applications with the other stand. I'd use the one with the filter in the tank. And you have your fuel line here, and loom for that as well, so you can protect that fuel line. It's a nice nylon tube there, typical of your other, big name competitors out there. Pretty well same quality for the most part that I can see. And then you have your muffler, your exhaust pipe here, which I'm pretty proud of. This is, I've bought some of the units off of Amazon and stuff, and it's that real thin exhaust pipe and then they have that little muffler deal. So, I mean, this already has a muffler built in. Good length to that, plenty of length. I mean, pretty much all the applications, installs that I've done, we haven't had to try to add anything. I know, so like I said, some of those cheaper units, they give you like this much pipe and it's just not enough. So this for most applications, this is gonna be great. And it already has a silencer muffler built into it. And here's your duct pipe. So, and this will stretch out quite a bit. So it's a lot bigger than a lot of the other cheaper units out there. So actually bigger than a lot of the name brand units as well. So pretty good airflow. We've had, after installs and all that, we've been real satisfied with the amount of airflow we're getting. Your mounting plate, which this is pretty standard with probably say 90, pretty much everything that I've seen on the market, this is the standard. So if you have an existing unit, you're looking to switch to this, should just be a drop-in, the same hole, plug and play type of thing, and change over your components. And last but not least, the unit here. And that's pretty much everything that's in the box. Okay, so this is pretty much everything that comes out of the box here. So pretty well everything you need to do an install. Nothing, like I said, everything should be here that you need. Like I said, I've done a couple of these here in our shop, haven't had any issues. Been, even doing a conversion from a different make or model or whatever, everything's pretty well been the same. I mean, especially with the fuel pump mount, slides right into the same. If you got an S-Bar, Webasto or whatever, or one of those Amazon units, this will go right in. Our fuel line and everything is, from what I've seen, has been the same size and compatible with the S-Bars and Webastios. I'm going to say one thing on this harness here. So this has a temperature sensor plug here. It has a cap on it. So if you do purchase one of these and do an install, this is what plugs into your panel, and this goes up by the panel. This is not used. So if you're wondering what plugs in here, nothing plugs into that for this application that we're using. So that will not be used. So we're putting together like some maintenance kits as well for these. We'll have those available on the website. So those in the future, and also right now, the 4K units and the 2kW units are available on the dpfdiscounter.com website, or you can check out the polarfoxapu.com network either here in Ohio or some of our other dealers if you're interested in having somebody else install. But again, for the do-it-yourself install, DIY, check out the dpfdiscounter.com website. So that's pretty much everything we got here today, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for the support and everything. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for the updates, and like the video.